Pisces, April 2022. Spiritual, you have the Fool. Intellectual, you have Nine of Pentacles. Physical, you have Nine of Wands. Social, you have Five of Swords. Emotional, you have Two of Cups. Pisces, April of 2022. Responsibility. Pisces, April of 2022. Meerkat. Pisces of April of 2022. Live from your heart. Alright, the Fool spiritually is like just having the faith that you'll be able to walk on clouds. You'll be able to spiritually connect and have the right spiritual aspects in your life in April. You're on cloud nine. You're floating. Or it's the opposite. You're having struggles with believing or having faith. Or, having getting out of stagnation of spiritually. It could start feeling like a swamp, a little bit foggy, hard to perceive, understand, needing to be more responsible with your life, and spiritual connections, synchronicities, universal communication from quantum physics, stuff like that. Either way, this is pretty good for spiritual aspects. It is the beginning of a new journey in some way, so it's not necessarily really bad either way. So this is a good thing for you. Nine of Pentacles, intellectually, you're thinking about sustaining values, your life, finances, stable, resources, retirement potentially, or it could be struggles in understanding how to achieve those things, or maybe struggling how to figure out your retirement, or what you're going to do, or how you're going to increase your values, or have self-value, or what you're worth, or how you're valued, how you perceive your values, how you see yourself as being valuable. Could be struggling with those things. Taking the time out needed potentially to think about it and think about what you've done, or what you're doing, or how you're going to do things. Nine of Wands in the physical. Physical is 3D realm, so finances, a home life, your body, the health of those in your home, anything with that you would consider physical or the 3D realm aspects. You're in defense mode, you're prepared to defend yourself, or you're honoring or defending what you have, or you're in fear that people are going to come and take what you have, or you're going to lose what you have, or you're having health problems and you're worried that you have to do something. So that might be a good thing though too. So like if you're bad healthy habits and having to defend yourself, that would mean that you're defending your health by doing good healthy habits. So it's all perspective here. At Pisces, I don't really see a good side or bad side to most of this. I see just inner reflection, mostly corresponding with the oracle cards, which we'll get into. Five of Swords socially, this could be a source of the other three cards with defending or winning of battles. This is all social, right? So this is any potential social conflicts or social arguments or social responsibility and these social interactions at all. You could be ruthless though, so be careful of that. You might be a little too much of a rubbing into people's faces, or like Maybe you're not being forgiving, or not necessarily. You could be very righteous in what you're doing. So, once again, this is just more perspective stuff and inner work. 2 cups, emotional support, potentially having romance and love, and you're just in good, emotional, but you might be blinded by that as well, or you may be having troubles with getting that or obtaining that. You feel lonely. Could be a lack of having emotional support with like a romantic relationship or romance, or too much of a bad habits, that have been conflicting with what you really truly desire from your heart. So it goes back to the social here and physical realm stuff. But emotionally, I think it's all about romance for you in April. So might be a good time to date or find somebody or reinforce relationships you have, romantic relationships you have or you've had. Maybe talk to somebody again. I don't know. But definitely some good bonding with another individual with your heart. So your heart, your emotions are feeling this. Responsibility. Come free. Promotes regeneration, structure, karma cleaning, and accepting responsibility. Citrine, like the sun resembles, energizes, cleanses, and regenerates. It is all too easy and disempowering to blame others, society, or bad luck for your problems or our problems. Take back your power. Recreate and reestablish your inner structure by removing what no longer serves or hinders you. Put your own house in order, neat and tidy, making space to expand in ways that benefit you and the world around you. I take responsibility for my actions in my life. I learn from my mistakes. I release behaviors and ideas that hinder me. I continually improve myself. Meerkat. Responsibility. Do you take responsibility seriously, or is it easier to blame others or outside influences? There should be a balance between responsibility for others and yourself. Someone may not be honoring their word. Developing altruism is important. Teaching others the skills you have mastered is a highly honorable act. The Bantu tribe of Africa tell of how the meerkats were responsible for assigning color to the animals around them. The meerkats had the power to give color and camouflage to all creatures that wanted it. But to get a coat of color, the animal had to kill a buck eland and bring it whole to the meerkat community. The hyena thought it would love a coat of color and killed a buck. As he was dragging it into the meerkats, he was overcome by the delicious smell of the meat and couldn't resist eating all but the bones. The hyena gave the meerkats the bones and expected to receive his new coat. The meerkats painted his body but in ugly shapes and colors, punishing the hyena for his disrespect. The chief meerkat told him, "If anyone does not keep his word with me, I will do the same for him." The leopard also wanted a color coat and went out to kill an eland. The buck was the fine one, and the leopard brought it to the meerkats unskinned and untouched. "Lay down," said the chief meerkat, and he and the other meerkats painted the leopard beautifully. "He who keeps his word with me, I will do the same for him." There are very few people who aren't enraptured by the cuteness of a community of meerkats and their antics, for they are one of the most entertaining of the animals to observe. Meerkats belong to the mongoose family, and various species are found in the desert areas of Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, and Angola. They have binocular on front-facing vision, which is extremely beneficial, and they have highly mobile hands with claws for digging for prey and burrows. They have a striped coat on the backside and a unique section of hairlessness on their undersides that reveals their black skin. They stand up on their muscular hind legs to expose this patch to the sun to warm them when it becomes cold, like at night. Meerkats live in highly social colonies in which they demonstrate altruistic behavior such as minding each other's babies, teaching young meerkats hunting and survival skills, and of course they are very famous upright sentry behavior of a meerkat acting as a guard or watcher to warn others of danger. The sentry often finds the highest position to oversee their environment, such as rocks or termite mounds, but this can also include humans. There are meerkat communities that are habituated to people and who do climb humans occasionally for a better vantage point. To people and who do climb humans. Okay. Meerkat magic is all about altruism and responsibility. Such small but fierce creatures watch out for each other and work as a community to educate and protect. Call upon the energy and magic of meerkats when you need help with yourself or someone else to hold their word or to fulfill their responsibilities. Meerkat energy is also valuable in facilitating teams in difficult conditions. Symbology: standing on top of rocks, altruism, teaching. Live from your heart. Open your heart to giving and receiving more love and compassion. This creates a more heart-centered life experience. So there's your Two of Cups information. This is the central energy of the month for you. You have your guides up here. The Animal Kingdom, Meerkat, being altruistic, responsible, a valued community member, being a team player. Everybody part of the team is awesome. Responsibility, nature, making sure everything is in accordance and accurately played out, or placed. This is probably how the Fool plays out for you. Maybe it's time to take responsibility and you haven't, or seeing it in a different perspective. Nine of Pentacles will work out for you because you're taking responsibility. Nine of Wands, you'll be defended because you're part of a tribe or a community. Work together, and they'll warn you and let you know. So be careful with your Five of Swords socially. Make sure you're cutting those who are not helping or being with team player. Cut them out. Don't cut the people who are being team players, or if they make a little mistake, don't be unforgiving. Make sure that they know that we're a family or we're a team. We need to work together. And that was your reading, Pisces, for April of 2022. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.